Doors can open that were once closed when you gain the credibility as a best-selling author. Maybe you've seen that. However, to become a best-selling author, it can be pretty daunting. With the Voices of the 21st Century experience here at Women Speakers Association, it doesn't have to be a daunting experience. In fact, it can be a fun, enlivening, and enriching process. And what we have here at Women Speakers Association is our collaborative experience and book. We've had 5, we have a 6th one coming out, and it showcases women authors around the world through this journey of becoming a best-selling author. These authors soar and they transform the world in bigger ways. In fact, we have a 6th book coming out, and it's called Voices of the 21st Century, Women Transforming the World. And I have one of our authors who have been with us for 2 so far and going to be in that 3rd, this forthcoming book, the 6th book, actually. But these are the 2 recent books. Hi, Natasha.
Hello, Laura.
Tell us a little bit about what inspired you to join the Voices of the 21st Century book experience.
Oh my goodness. I had been a writer for over a decade, well over a decade, but not really having the success that I wanted. And it was really like a stumbling block. I tried working with traditional publishing, self-publishing, and I just wasn't getting the results that I wanted. And then I joined WSA. I didn't even know that WSA had a collaborative book. And then so because I was a member, they presented like, oh, we're going to work on our 4th Voices of the 21st Century book. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I said, I have to be a part of this because I have tried to do it different types of ways on my own with other coaches and stuff. And I said, this is a great organization, for women that support women. And I said, I have to be a part of this book, just to try it, to see. It was the best experience ever. It was the best experience ever.
Well, tell us more about that experience. What was most valuable about the Voices journey from signing your publishing agreement through the bestseller launch day?
Well, let me tell you, just signing the agreement made it real. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is actually happening. I had waited over a decade for an opportunity like this. And at first, of course, you're nervous because you don't really know what to expect. And I knew that the other books had been a success. And I was hoping that the 4th book that I was going to be in was also going to be a success so I could share in it. And they made the process from start to finish easy. It was fun. It was not stressful at all. And it was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. And it was like a sisterhood. It was like we all came together. We all had the same mission, the same goals, the same purpose in life to empower women. And we were all just excited. And you can feel the energy. Every time we had like a monthly call, update call, or we had training sessions and people got stuck, don't know, what story to tell because we all have so many stories, right? It's like, which one do you tell that's going to make a positive impact? And then Laura, who's our team captain, she just inspired us. And so, it's like, hey, we have several Voices book coming, right? You can just pick one story that's relevant right now that you think that the world needs to hear. And then we'll save the other ones for later books. That's why I was in Voices 5 for the new story.
I know. And the next one is called Voices of the 21st Century, Women Transforming the World. The one that you were referencing is Conscious Caring Women Who Make a Difference, that you're in, as well as the Resilient Women Who Rise and Make a Difference. So every year we have a different kind of theme and a beautiful cover. And by the way, if you become an author, you get your name on the cover, right? Like there's my name, and I'm sure you have yours handy somewhere too, but you also get your picture on it. So it's not just a book you're on it too, and it's yours. You get copies of that, you sell that. So the thing I wanted to highlight that you said, Natasha, you said you were nervous when you came in, and you're not the only one. A lot of people are like, I don't know anything about becoming a best-selling author. I know it's going to give me credibility. I don't know if I'm really ready for it. And what you pointed to was the hand-holding and the community that we really have to go through this together, to create whatever it is that you want, that you can imagine right now and beyond. I've heard from lots of authors, like I couldn't have even imagined what was possible to occur in my own personal transformation first during those. It's about a 9-month period, interestingly enough, right? We
Yes.
go through and we help you take the steps. We give you deadlines, we give you resources, we give you training, like you mentioned. And, there's a lot of nurturing that goes on should you need it. And if you want to be hands off, you can be hands off too. You don't have to, but a community forms because we are collaborating. We are not in silos, just writing a chapter and submitting it, which I know is a lot of other processes. And if you want that, you can do it that way, but there's so much more here for you if you choose it. And so you chose it, you participated, you did an extraordinary job with your chapter. We had oh, by the way, if you're not a writer, no worries. We have an editor, right? Natasha, how did that editor help you?
She is brilliant. She's brilliant. She helped you to coordinate your thoughts, to make them flow the way, she'll make the edits, she'll make the suggestions. It's a back and forth. So you're not by yourself. That's what I loved about that process, because, we put out a quality book and you're part of the book. It's like you bought stock in a company and you like you own it. So you're part of that because we all wanted to make sure that the book was successful and the team behind it. These are some experts. They're experts in their field. Let me tell you. I mean, I guess people, get nervous. Like I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect the first time. The first time I don't get nervous anymore. It's like, okay, we're going to do it. They made it so easy. The whole team made it so easy. And even if you didn't know what story to tell, we had these sessions like Laura mentioned that, walk you through exercises so that you can, uncover the most meaningful message at the moment, right? Because we have so much going on. But I enjoyed the experience. And the deadlines help. The deadlines help to keep you accountable, to keep you on track, and to see and for you to know that you can actually finish something. How many times do we start projects and then we really never finish it because we never really set deadlines or we don't have an accountability partner? But we have a whole team of accountability partners, right? And it's a sisterhood. So you met your sister. I am friends today with women I met just through the Voices Project.
Yeah. And you can choose a buddy, organically through this process if you like. So you have a writing buddy, you have, like you said, the team, which by the way, has over 50 years combined experience in publishing. So yeah, this is no joke team. It's a real professional team, like you said, with, like you could see,
and it
professional, what?
And it shows. That's why we have
professionally designed covers, and we're here to make it, like you said, easy. And if anybody's skeptical about that, it's like, that's why I want you here, because Gail and I have said we make it easy, but it's another thing to hear from the author herself, and one of the authors, Natasha, that you had an easy experience with it, and you're just so amazed that you were able to finally complete a goal of yours. So since completing this best-selling author, status, you're actually an international best-selling author because we got international best-selling status in different countries. So for both books, I think. Mm-hmm. What doors have opened for you since becoming an international best-selling author?
Oh my goodness. The credibility that comes with that title is priceless. It's priceless. I have been on the cover of Your Success magazine, talking about my story, talking about the book that I was in. That was because it was only one that time, because that was in November last year. I'm going to be featured in London Business Magazine. So talking about the second book, which is that Conscious Caring Women, and my chapter in there, and what in my life inspired me to write that chapter. So that's forthcoming probably by the summer of this year. And the most important door that opened was that I got the opportunity to create my own television network for women's empowerment called Boss Ladies TV. That is the massive one. And of course, that's a big thing to do. And I was very nervous. But you know what? Going through the Voices Project with the team, it gives you confidence. It gives you confidence that you could do that you can accomplish what you set your mind to. And then two, the training that I went through putting together those books is helping me to put together other things. I know how to pitch projects better than I did before. And probably because I have more confidence, I know what I'm capable of. I know I have a good team behind me. And if somebody doesn't want to work with me, I know that they are just not the right partner to work with. But there's going to be somebody else who's gonna work with me. And that's what I have experienced. And more doors continue to open. I had to turn down opportunities because it's only so much time in the day and you have to prioritize. But it's been an amazing adventure and experience. And I can't wait to do it again.
And we can't wait to have you in the next one as well. You also went through some challenges and you got this done too.
Yes.
Tell us about that story.
Well, I guess it's 10 months ago. Oh my goodness, time passes so fast. I almost died. I literally almost died from heart failure. And, but I felt just as perky as I am now. I just couldn't breathe. Because breathing is key to living. Breathing is key. But when I went to the emergency room, I found out that I had heart failure. And I'm like, what? Me? I have heart failure. But you know what? I am so much better now. And I had the drive. I did not die. The doctor said that it was a miracle that I even walked into the emergency room. And I said, you know what? It's because God, which I like to call the universe, is not done with me yet. There is more that I need to do. And this was at the time when I was going through the Voices Project too. I finished that and I was even more determined than ever to get to turn what could have been tragic into magic. My pain was going to be turned into power and to purpose. And I'm even more gung-ho now than I was before. If you thought that I was on fire before, I'm sizzling now. I'm sizzling. And it's all thanks to the support that I had working with the team for Voices of the 21st Century. Thank you guys so much.
We were right there with you. Yeah. We what?
I said, thank you for the opportunity. You changed my life.
Thank you for allowing us to be there with you right through it. I mean, we were following you. We were cheering you on. We were like praying for you. We were supporting you through this. So we've had a lot of challenges with, members have had challenges and our authors have had challenges, and we don't let that stop them. We support them through it. We let them know, what can we do to help? And obviously getting the chapter in is the most important thing, but we can, give you the ideas. We don't give you your story, but we can help you, guide you to choose a story. And we do that. In fact, I did that training, how to create your impact story in 1,000 words or less, in April, and it's available for every single author to go through with a worksheet to actually outline your story or stories. You don't have to stop with just one. I mean, we want you to have one in the forthcoming book, but the other stories can be used in other ways and in future books. So it's really great to hear all the successes. I like that, tragic into magic. It's brilliant, turning your pain into power. It's truly who you are, Natasha. And, it's truly what a voice of the 21st century is. So, and part of it is going from not feeling like you're a voice of the 21st century, yet wanting to be, knowing you have something of value, not sure how you're going to express it, and then expressing it and watching the transformation unfold from there. I'm guessing you would recommend this to other women. Would you recommend other women participate?
Yes,
and why?
I've already recommended to tons of my friends and stuff. I said, you have to be a part of this. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear stop you. I said, this experience would change your life. It would propel you to the next level faster than if you had tried to do it on your own, because of the network that we have. I mean, and there's no competition. It's all supportive. It's all collaborative. Everybody's doing something different, but it all fits together like a puzzle. And so together we will empower women and change the world. If no matter what you're going through, I almost died, and I didn't, because I have a message. You could turn a miss into a message. You could turn your pain into power, like I did. Whatever is happening to you, because bad things sometimes happen to good people, but there's a reason why it's happening. And somebody needs to hear your survival story, how you overcame whatever tragedy that you had. And even if you didn't have a tragedy, what if you just got stuck working a corporate job? You say, there's more to life than this. Well, let me tell you, this experience will help you to find your purpose, your true purpose in life, and so that you can help to heal the world. And
Amen to that.
and that was my experience, and I would definitely recommend it.
Yes. Thanks, Natasha. And, there have been so many awesome stories, and yours is incredible. You made me think of a story from Paula Kramer, another author in our book. She just posted, she's going to come on a future show and share with us how she was in the second Voices book and everyone since. And she met somebody out and about in her community who was reading her book, the book, the second version, and was so excited to meet her as an author that she asked her to mentor her. And this is a teenager or a younger, or maybe a tweenager, who's writing, and she's going to be mentoring. So she's now bringing forth the future generation of women authors, empowering them. Like you said, this doesn't just start with empowering ourselves. It empowers us to empower others in the community and in the world. So if you're at all interested, if you're watching, do what Natasha did. Let us support you in becoming a best-selling author. Gain the credibility that can grow your influence and open up doors you never even thought of, and make the impact you've dreamed of. And do what Natasha just said. Help somebody who's struggling right now, because your story will impact them. You never know who's going to read it, right? And we've seen that in many, many anecdotes throughout our history here of having voices of the 21st century. The next one is called Voices of the 21st Century, Women Transforming the World. If you want to see a transformed world and you have something to say about that, go to voicesofthe21stcentury.com and let us know. Fill out the form and book a time to speak with Gail. She was on our last WSA TV show talking about what that will entail. Just a conversation to see if there's a fit here. No obligation. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be behind something that felt wrong or was taking advantage of people. No, we care about people, and this is the best deal going, people. So I don't know if you agree about that, Natasha, but
no, let me tell you, I agree. And you just spoke about Paula. Paula is phenomenal, and she's one of my besties from the project. And let me tell you, doors don't just open, outside, within the community, because I'm starting a network, the TV network, and Paula's going to have her own show on the network. And we met through Voices. And so now she's going to be able to empower even more people with her message.
Yes.
So
we're propelling messages. You never know where you're going to go and how you're going to help other people. And that's what our platform is for, to help you empower as many people as possible. That's why we do the Voices of the 21st Century. We have so much we are ready to support you with. So we'll see you in the book, or read a book. Go grab the copy. It's available on Amazon or from any one of our authors. All right. Thank you, Natasha, so much. We will be back next week with another episode of Women Speakers Association's WSAT Women's Premier Show. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host, here with today Natasha Williams. Thanks, Natasha.
You're welcome. You're welcome.